Good morning, guys. Uh, right, let's have a look, see what we got. It's been a busy morning so far. Um, I've had uh, three trades so far, but listen, last night was very little sleep, so energy's down a little bit, but feeling fabulous just because the markets have played out perfectly according to our rules. So what have we done and how have we done it? Cyprian, good morning, sir. Oh, Cyprian, I sent you some links on Telegram. Did you see them? Just make sure you let me just check. Subscribers. Yeah, Cyprian, you need to just click the request links. Yeah, so um, once you click on those links, buddy, you'll be able to I'll be able to give you access. Kaylin, good morning. Good morning, Anna. Okay, so uh yeah, so I've I traded where were we? Uh, this uh this 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 trade here. Um Basically market came down, trade the BPC, um buys above the high of this candle, first candle wick down, traded it just into the structure here. It TPs nicely. Next trade was momentum entries. We broke the highs here. And then the second one was as we broke this high here, as this one wick down. So we had breakout and another breakout, but with a confirmed uh, break above. So three trades, three wins. These two secured 80 pips, and this one was, I think, 18 pips. So just shy of 100 pips banked this morning. Now, the other charts aren't looking very, very good. But while we're just doing this, guys, I want to give a big shout out to one of my members. Okay, so one of my members, he's he's been with us at just over a year. This is his 13th month, and he did a course with me back in May 2024, and he's just done the same course again in June 2025. Now, he didn't have the fastest start with taking up the information due to work commitments and different things, but something happened on this second course, and he's definitely he knows a good chart from a bad chart now. Let's put it that way, because every time I come to post a chart in the members channel this morning, in the morning, which will be around 5 a.m., he's already posted the chart that I would post and he's marked it up absolutely spot on. So, Vic, if you're online right now, this a big shout out to you, mate. Well done. Keep up the good work because it's one thing learning the theory, but it's another thing implementing it. Um, I can see a big change in the way that you're implementing the information since this second course. So well done, buddy. Just focus on those clean charts. So look, let me tell you something. Uh, if you look at if you look at this area here, this is why it's drawn on the 30-minute structure, resistance, wick rejection. If we look to the left-hand side above here, it's just clean traffic. Look at this. That's just easy room for the markets to move into. Safi Lumina, good morning. Um, w- um, what do I call you? I don't know if that's your YouTube name or real name, so please just let me know because I know everyone likes to use different YouTube names. Uh, and let me know where you're logging in from. So when we see clear candle space like this and a nice structure level, this is this is what I just say is perfect. This is like yesterday morning. Yesterday. Hi Dan, how you doing, mate? This is perfect. This is what we're looking for. So yesterday we secured 80 pips. This morning we've secured 80 pips. But look, I want to go back to why we looked at the moves yesterday when we broke above. Look, we broke above here. Look at this. It's just clear traffic. Nice big momentum candles. Look what the market did. Carried on, just kept going. Now, I think I came out here, but that will have been the move. Um, and again, you can see where there's clear traffic, that's what you want to focus on. And that's where you get the best moves. This was another trade. Uh, oh, that was the trade, sorry, we took yesterday. And the other one was Monday, the one that I showed you back. This was the one from yesterday. Boom, straight up, full exit was here. This was actually sent out on our free Telegram channel. So if you wanted to see that, that was sent out on our free Telegram channel. But obviously, members obviously get the full insights. Now, look what's happened. The market's broken out. Now, we're in the middle of a range. Yes, you could look to trade short if you want to. Yeah, you could look to wait for a potential buy. Now, one thing I'd say is while we're looking at this, because the market has been predominantly strong move to the upside, I'd wait for a little bit of confirmation. We don't have that yet. If I look at the 30, if this 30 closes below this candle here, then if the next candle wicks up, you could sell the low of this candle if you want. Okay. Um, my bias though is going to be looking for a BPC trade. So let me just move this to here. So what is a BPC? So let's go to BPC long. So here's the rules. So have we closed above resistance? Yes, because BPC stands for breakout, pullback, continuation. So we've had the breakout. Now we're waiting for the pullback. So in terms of a pullback, what is the criteria I'm looking for? So I'm looking for a minimum of two downrange candles. Two downrange candles. And a downrange candle is very, very simple. If this is candle one, then candle two would look like this. A lower high and a lower low than the previous candle. So that would make it a downrange candle. Then we have our third one. Now, why do I want downrange candles? Because what they show me is the market has created a lower high, lower low, and then I'm waiting for this. So this is my call sign. Once I've got the first two parts, which is the two downrange candles, I want to see buyers have come back into the marketplace. So once buyers have come back into the marketplace, that is my new support formed. So look, bearish candle followed by bullish candle, support formed. I don't mind if that happens down here. I don't mind if it happens here. I don't mind if it happens all the way down here because ultimately, as long as it doesn't create a new low, then we have a new support formed after the market's created a breakout, which would then be a higher low. So once the buyer candle's been formed, I'm waiting for a wick down, then we're going to buy the break of the higher. Now, guys, I'm probably not going to take any more trades today if I'm brutally honest. One, I'm absolutely shattered. The reason I was up late and no, yeah, up late and up very early. So I was up late because it was a family relative's birthday and we had guests over. So I think they all left by about just gone midnight, and then we had to tidy the place up. So I was just getting into bed at 1 o'clock when I saw a setup. So I took that one. So I stayed up through the process of that one, which is about half an hour. Um, got about 0.5%. And then uh, Mrs. had to get her to the airport this morning, so we had to wake her up at time did we wake up? 10 past 4 this morning. So had about 3 hours sleep. Make it 2.5 if we include the trade time that I watched the first one. So yeah, pretty tired, guys. Now it doesn't mean that I won't take a trade. If I see something set up perfectly like this, I will take it because ultimately, even though I've done my day's target and some today and yesterday, yeah, it's been a superb week actually, an absolute superb week. July couldn't have started off any better. Uh, Let me just give you an insight to how well this week has gone. Uh, I'll so uh, 8.25% this week. So that's how well this week has gone for me. 8.25. So big week. Now, so I use social trader tools. So I trade one account and it copies onto multiple accounts. And the head account, that's the one that I'm just giving you the stats from. So the one that I trade here in front of everyone. And then that'll copy onto multiple accounts. Now, uh, Gandalf, this isn't good morning. You're late. It's good afternoon. It's good afternoon, sir. You've missed the action. No, don't worry. Um, Fingers crossed there'll be something else setting up. So, um, BPC style trade is what we'll be looking for. So we're going to have first downrange candle forming. Um, you got the 5 a.m. one. Lovely. Perfect. Yeah, that's the main thing. 2 for 2 in July. Lovely, Vic. Keep up the 100% strike rate, mate. Focus on the clean charts, focus on the clean traffic, and that'll be your friend. Okay, be your friend forever. If you don't see the clean traffic, then maybe stay away. I think today is going to be an interesting day. You got US shutdown, so this afternoon, whatever you do, guys, don't trade this afternoon. I'm not doing a live stream this afternoon. Not handing anything back. Just need to make sure what we do and we do it well. I noticed there's a couple of new names in here, guys. Whereabouts are you from and how long have you been trading? And I'll give you a little insight into the type of style. If you're new to this channel, I'm going to explain to you our style of trading, what we look for, and what a typical. It's truly all about the rules. It is, Vic. Can I tell you something, guys? It's not necessarily about the rules. Okay, the rules there's so many different rules that you could apply, right? The difference is because you have a specific set of rules to follow, you are being disciplined enough to follow them, therefore you're being consistent. Before, you might have spotted some good trades, you might have done some silly ones, whatever, but because you didn't have a foundation of what to do on a daily basis, how to do it, when to do it, the consistency was out the window. So all I've done is I've given you a foundation to be consistent. And I'm going to tell you exactly when the aha moment was for you, Vic. In fact, I'm going to let you guess. When do you think the aha moment was for you this weekend, last weekend on the course? When do you think it was? I know the exact time. You're not sure? Have a wild guess at when you think it was. Because when I reveal, okay, um, the clear space, yeah, okay. But I actually think that was the final. I think that was the nail in the coffin. I think before that, morning, Liam. So the minute it the penny dropped with you properly was this process here that you can see the rules, and then I said to you, Vic, what is your daily routine like when you get to the docks? What do you do? And you went through the whole process of, right, I do this, then I do that, then I do this, then I do that, then I do this. And I said, right, that's what you do when you get to the docks. Now, when you come to the charts, this is your process. So you can do it with work. You just need to be able to transfer that to the charts. And as soon as you then did that, do you remember then? I can't remember what we said. I said, right, tell me what the rules are for X, Y, and Z. And you actually did it step by step in an instant. Now you've just added the clear space to the, you're focusing on that. And that to me is what's happened. So now you understand the rules and the process, but you're focusing now on, right, where do I see the clear traffic? So I'm just watching this now. So I would like a BPC here, guys. So what I want to see is I want to see a bearish 30-minute candle. There we go. Bearish 30-minute downrange candle. Then I want to see another bearish 30-minute downrange candle. Now, what do you think I want the candles to look like? I don't want them to just be downrange or bearish. What do you think we need it to look like in order for our BPC buy to have the best possible chance of success? What do we want to see it look like? This can go now, by the way. We don't need this because it's broken out of that. So EA Porsche, I recognize this. Who's EA Porsche? You came in the other day. Yeah, exactly. We want to see support being formed. Um, so how do we? Ah, there we go, Aaron. That he's man's back. Good morning. Yeah, we want to see support being formed. So simple thing. We're just going to wait for seller candles to come down, then a buyer candle to form. As long as it forms above, or let's say between 33.27, anywhere down here, it has to be above there. I'm not keeping this old resistance on because it makes no odds now. The market's already broken out. So if it was to, when people talk about break and retest, right, they'll have this on and go, right, I want to see it come back and test this area. Well, no, I just want to see price create support, because if the support's here, I'll be interested if we've got clear traffic. If the support's here, I'll be interested if we've got clear traffic. So all this line here does now is adds a layer of confusion. So we know we've had the breakout, so we're just waiting for the pullback. So pullback, we just wait for support. So this looks good. Gold news today. There shouldn't be any news. Anna, possible BPC on the DAX. Let's have a look. Hmm. I don't like this chart, Anna. This is literally off my radar right now. I think if we got maybe a close above here, 62 leaves 38, 39. You got 39 pip range here, so maybe, but uh, there's no trades on the DAX for me. I'm staying away from it. I need to see some. I need to see some momentum candles. Need to see some momentum candles, and then we can start to look at it. Let's have a look, see what it looks like on the higher time frame. Okay, higher time frame. There's a trade here on the higher time frame. What can we see on the higher time frame? So daily chart, what can we see? Anyone see anything? Inside candle trade on break of yesterday's high. Okay. Anything else? Yes, Gandalf. That'd be my preferred in this instance. We got the old flippity flip. Don't talk about 43 pips to the high. So yeah, um, looking at a break of today's high to fill the wick and then potentially run on and carry the daily impulse to the next daily resistance. So support's being formed on the daily. We're going to look for it to run up to test the resistance area. We've seen market create a bullish candle, up range candle. Market's selling off today, so could be getting liquidity. And then if it breaks its own high, we can fill that wick. So it looks really good. Uh, but yeah, these the hourly, Anna, to be fair, you could look for BPC on the hourly because you got the hourly candles look nicer, but as soon as you go down to the 30, it's just looking a bit choppy. So I would stay away from the 30. Yeah, exactly. So because there's no top wick on the daily, we'd look for a flip entry. So basically, as the daily breaks its own high, we've got about 40 odd pips to fill the range of that candle there. So it looks really good for a daily flip. Uh, and that'd just be easy pickings. So gold, we're gonna wait for the market to pull back for a BPC style trade. So we need it to pull back, wait for buyers to come in, and then we can look for a potential trade. The DAX, only thing I'd look at is a break of today's high. Nasdaq. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Now look, Yesterday we said buys above 22,720. Markets gone on and played out really well. I don't know if anyone got any trades on that. There was nothing for me, but mm, again, overnight sessions not looking great. You're gonna have to stay away from this as well with it being bank holiday today. Stay away from. So only really looking at the charts right now, two things I would do. One, BPC long on gold, and the other would be a buy on. How's that? A buy above the daily high on the DAX. Other than that, markets aren't really giving me much to look at. Is there any guys online? Are you watching anything in particular? Ooh, in fact, while there's not a lot to talk about, uh, what's that one? No, where are we? Where are we? What was I going to show? Uh, so in yes, so anyone that trades funded accounts, um, if you go to Instant FX Capital and then hit apply now, go through this. One of the team will give you a ring at some point. Um, it's usually within 24 hours. Um, but the good news is anyone that opens up an account in July will be entered into a free prize draw for a 5K to 100K account. Um, for the you get one entry per account opened. Um, we've not done a giveaway for maybe about 3 months, I think, 2 or 3 months. Simon won an account, Lola's won an account. Who else won an account? Did Anna win an account? I can't think. I Domville won an account. So yeah, if you're looking for uh, a funded account, US oil looks really nice for a break above, but maybe next week. Okay, let's have a look. Commodities, WTI. Uh, let's have a look. I mean, I can see some nice space to the downside, and oh, yeah. So there's options. I mean, one thing I would say, guys, when you're trading something, so I don't trade oil, so I wouldn't know where to put TP1s. Um, Obviously, your stop loss is always going to be um, based around price action. But the TPs are the important things. So like when we trade the Nasdaq and the DAX, we know TPs are 20 pips. When you're trading gold, we know it's 10 pips. If you've got a strong trend, we'll change the TP instead of 10 pips to 15. So this is where we take half off and then go to break even, get our trades risk free. So these are the things that if you do take on a new asset class, you want to have a look and say, right, what does it move? What's the average range? What's the pip value? So when you trade fixed lots, you know how much you're going to be risking, and what you can expect to take off the table at a certain price point. God, my eyes, this coffee's not worked. Need another coffee. Um, yes, you could say, have we got downrange? Yeah, two downrange. Uh, There's only 11 pips though, so no, I wouldn't take the BPC that's showing right now on. So, by the way, Gandalf looks really good, and the buys, the buys are, I'd be all over that. In fact, you could probably put a buy order in above today's high and using this as a 1 bar pullback, using it as the gift entry, guys. I'm gonna have a look at this and see what I can find out in terms of um what to do with TPs, but look at this. Uh, previous. This is what I like. Look, there's your previous structure. Here's your breakout. Here's your wick down. Let's buy above the highs. This is your target area, and look what happens. Literally, the market just flew straight up. I mean, that would be a lovely, lovely trade. And that's essentially what we're looking for. Maybe there's something in this, Gandalf. Maybe there's something in this. Because these momentum candles, what we're seeing here, this is what we want to trade into. That space. That's just glorious. Mm, yeah. Okay. Any other Gandalf's gonna get into instant FX, lovely. Yeah, obviously, I mean, this is massive geopolitical, but ultimately we trade price action. Yeah, so what happens outside of the little ecosystem that we're looking at here, that's either gonna be a benefit or a hindrance. It's a bit like the any chart we trade, right? We don't we don't look at the news, we don't trade around it, and we don't trade through it. So we'll trade before it and after it. So scheduled posts, news, we know what we're going to do when it comes to those points. So we'll either delete orders, let the news come out, and then we'll trade the aftermath. Uh, so that's one to watch next week, actually, guys, or today, I don't know. But I'm definitely going to set alerts on this one. Just that's too nice a traffic not to miss. I mean, it's 13% of market value. So look, let's go to gold again. Right, BPC we couldn't trade, but we may get a breakout. So resistance, let's see what happens. So if we think about it, if we're going to get a breakout, we need the market to let's have a look. I'm going to use the 15 because the structure's higher and it also means then we've got less of a wick to try and navigate. So if this candle can close above there by 7:15, if the next candle wicks down, then you've got a buy setup. Um, how many of you would take this as a breakout if we get a candle closure above this resistance level and then the second candle to wick down? Not gonna lie, guys. After this live stream in 25 minutes, I've got to go and get my head down for a couple of hours. Anna will, Gandalf, yes. Anna, very clear space. Lovely. Okay. So you got your rules set. I'm gonna have to, unless it sets up while we're on stream, I'm probably gonna miss this opportunity, but it looks like oh, it's broken the highs. It's literally just had a big pump on the broker. This is a little bit late. Well, let's just see how it closes, guys. Now, you notice I've not taken a momentum entry here. Reason being is because we've moved a significant way from the original breakout level. So this is a second breakout of the day. So I'm being a little bit more cautious. Oh, so we'll see how it pans out, see if we can get a trade set up. Um, it's on 1 hour gold is also a setup. Give candle. Yes, Vic. Lovely, great spot. There you go. It was a buy. It was a buy off the hourly. I didn't see it. 25 pips. Yeah, T1, T2. Well done, gift. Well done, Vic. Yeah, you can see my brain's close to shutting down. It's never the most active in the first place. I feel like I've been out on a night out. So little sleep. Okay. Any charts you're looking at, guys? Gandalf shared oil, so thanks for that. Vic shared some charts in the members channel. Um, okay, so I've also told you that Instant FX are running an offer this month where if you open a new account, anyone that opens a new account, for every account you open, you're going to be entered into a free prize draw that's going to be held on July the 31st, July the 31st at 6 p.m. You'll all get a Zoom link invitation. I'll be hosting the Zoom session. Everyone's names or email addresses or phone numbers, one of them will be going into a random picker. It'll be done live. We'll press the button, it'll spin the wheel, it'll pull out a name, and whoever it is at that point will be handed a 5K to 100K scaling account. Okay, so that's first thing. Second thing is this is going to be the last month that I hold prices at my membership for 97 a month from the 147. So they'll be going back to 147 at the end of the month. Okay, so nice little saving. Uh, yes, it's bank holiday today in the US. So expect normal sort of trading conditions this morning. And then this afternoon, listen, be very careful. Anything could happen this afternoon. You could see huge spikes and massive volatility on the basis that there's lower liquidity in the market, or it could just be a completely flat afternoon. So don't chance your arm. Don't go and get stuck into the markets when there's no need. You might as well just take the afternoon off um, and enjoy your Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Uh, yes, we were looking at a potential breakout on gold, but we said we would wait for the market to close above this level. So we've got 6 minutes left. Now, DAX, there's no setups. I don't like the DAX, guys. GJ, if you can have a look. Absolutely, Kaylin. Let's have a look. Let's remove drawings. Right, let's start with the daily. Um, so a little bit like the DAX on the basis. Yesterday was a huge bullish day. Today we're pulling down right now to grab liquidity. Now, we could come all the way back down, or we could flip bullish at some point today. So daily resistance, most recent, is here. Let's drop to the 4 hour. Okay, so we have been producing lower lows, lower highs. Then we push up, we create a new high, and now we're in a pullback. So we broke out of this structure here. So potential BPC territory. So we've got multiple downrange candles. Resistance level is going to go in here. Now let's go to the 1 hour. Oof. See, I just don't like these candles. I'm gonna have to drop down. Uh, okay, so cells are on. Cells potentially are on where we currently sit, and buys above there. Let me have a look, see what the range is. No, leave that alone. So no trade range here. So there's actually no trade range. Now, if we get a close below here, we've got all this free candle space to drive into. So you could look at sells right now as we break that low as a momentum entry, which, to be fair, probably not a bad thing. Um, on the basis that we're trading pound. Is the pound news was the pound news at 7? Forex factory, where are you? I closed you down. 4th of July, 7. No, so there's no news. So I'd just wait for this candle to close in. Yeah, you got 3 minutes. Yeah, so if this closes like this, the next candle pushes up, you can look to sell the low. Looks nice actually in terms of structure as well because all of this clear candle space is really nice. So, but we just need the candle to close below. So you got 2 minutes. Oh, who would trade this? Who's going to trade this one if we get the setup? Pleasure, Kaylin. So who would trade? Kaylin, lovely. Anyone else? Yeah, the range here looks lovely. Nice 70 pips. Hey Joel, how we doing? Nice to see a few regular names coming back here. Good. Right, 1 minute. Lisa Peace, daily target done. Yes, well done. Right, if it just goes down, then there's no entry. We need a wick up. If you have a wick up, you can place the sell stop underneath. If I don't get a setup here, guys, I am really struggling today. Just lack of sleep. I've only had about 2.5 hours sleep. So no, I wasn't out partying. We had some family friends over for mother-in-law's birthday, but then had to get the missus to the airport early doors this morning. So okay, it's gone without me, guys. Um, look, I'm gonna wrap up in a second, but this is really nice. So what you can do is wait for the 30. The 15's gone, so wait for the 30. If the 30 closes below and the next candle wicks up, you can sell the lows. If the next candle wicks up, you can start to apply something called dynamic risk if you want. Now you've got to think about if you're not sure how dynamic risk works, then don't do it. Um, but the 30 could look really good. You've got 14 minutes. So basically, as long as it closes below, gives you a wick to work with, next candle to push up and then sell the lows. Does that make sense, guys? If you've enjoyed today's live stream, guys, just give it a thumbs up, a like, and make sure you subscribe. And if you can share it with anyone that's into trading, I'd really appreciate it. This week has been immense, guys. Absolutely immense. We've absolutely hit the ball out the park. Home run day after day after day. Um, Nice to see some non-members tuning in every day. John Moas, uh, EA Porsche, aka Aaron, Kaylin. Thank you so much. It's nice to see the continued support from you guys. Um, if you do have any questions or you want to register for my free channel, because obviously we do put some setups out on the free channel, you can do that if you just go to here on the stand store, click on the stand store. Oops, where did I put that? If you click on the stand store and then scroll to free Telegram channel, you'll see the free bits there. Anna, have an amazing weekend. Yeah, no, Vic, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't change anything. Um, have an awesome weekend. I'm gonna go and get my head down for a couple of hours, and then I might see you. No, you're not gonna see me today. That's it. I'm done. I, I'm out. I'm checked out today, guys. I'll see you Monday. Britfest this weekend. Oh, I've got daddy daycare this weekend. Mrs. is away again. Ah, don't worry about it. Uh, just wait for the 30-minute on. Well, no, that's not a flip, guys. That's not a flip. Don't try and take that on a 15. Lab code. Who's the lab code? I don't know that. I don't know that name. John West, take care. Lab code. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you'll be back. Peter Almond, see you, buddy. Have a great weekend. Lab code, whoever you are, thanks for registering and logging in. I hope you've enjoyed it this morning. Sorry, I'm a bit tired, but I'll be back. I'll be back next week, full of energy. Well, maybe not. I've got my little one all weekend. Well, mum's partying hard. Uh, Dan, cheers, buddy. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys. Catch you all Monday. Raring to go. Take the time out now, guys. Pips are banked. We've done everything. Don't need to do anything now. Just close the computers. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy Andrew. Cheers, buddy. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the tennis. Any sport that's on, enjoy it. And I'll catch you all Monday. Bye, guys. Take care.